Hello. Welcome to the studio. There. Hi, Giovanna Gale. Did I say it right? Giovanna. That's my Arkansas Italian accent. Oh, God, you gotta love me. I hope you do anyway. I guess I need to open this up too. Yes. I painted without you guys the other day, and where is my water? I guess I didn't bring it in. I'll be right back. I gotta have my water. All right, I'm back. Pick up something out of the floor. Now then, she's back. I try to drink a lot of water. Okay. Let me get this up on YouTube. I've been here. Giovanna. Didn't she turn out nice? The funny thing was, I had put these strips on. I think I took a picture before I started. Let me look. Doobie doobie doop. I guess I did not. I sure thought I did. Did I not keep any of those? Bad Vicki. Me too. You'll see two of the babies. BJ's the black one, he's 15. And Cappy is the brown and white one, and he is 2.5. Aren't they cute? They just love each other. Okay, I guess I didn't keep it. Drat. So what I had done was on top of, and this is on a canvas page, just it's raw canvas, no treatment at all. And I had come in here and put distress oxides. And then I coffee stained. And then I came back. I think there's a piece. No, maybe not. There is. There's a piece of paper, tissue paper, because I recognize the print. So there's a piece of tissue paper glued on it, and then probably a coat of clear gesso. Then I took Rachel Juanita's Soul Rain Art, her printable, and just tore strips and put in the background. So I had strip, 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 and I had her face done. And what I do when I paint is I take this into the living room and sit it on a box in front of where the TV sits, under the TV, so that I can see it but not see it. So I looked up at it, and my momentary glance, these pieces of paper were showing a headdress pattern in stripes. So it was a short jump from that to folding a piece. I rounded out this just a little, and then I folded and twisted a piece for that. And then added these pieces down here and went back and shaded some of it. And so that's the story of that. And it worked beautifully. I'm thrilled with this one. So that paper is not, excuse me. I was having some issues with the tissue paper wrinkles. And right here's one. And it was kind of getting bubbled in places, but it dried down really nice. Ooh, hi, baby. Hi, Ian. Yes, this is Casein. Hi, Joycey. Thank you. Yeah, I am very proud of this one. Now, this is an excellent example of painting with the best materials you can afford, because this would have been a showstopper on a panel or a gessoed canvas or something like that. I could take her out of the book if I wanted to, but this is my practice book. So, you know, if I really wanted to do her, I could do her again. Okay, so there's that. So here's one, and here's one. I did a video of these. That's I think what I did. Patti, Tolley, Parrish stencil, and Robyn's. I haven't decided what to put on here yet. And so then this one is started with Kory, Archaeology, with her paper back here. And I've got a whole pile of Nope. Get my finger under all that. Her papers are very muted. She's got an Etsy shop. It's in the description box below. So I used one of these. It was on, it was kind of like this, but it was on tissue. Kind of more like that, so that I could see through it. And this, of course, you can see around is pink. Pink and orange. So I coffee stained that first and caused some of that to oxide and run. And then I put this down with a real thin coat of matte medium. And if I can peel this up. Nope, I can't. Real thin coat. And then when I squeegeed it carefully, I got some matte medium on this side. So I just kept going and got a real thin coat on top. I did that because I felt like it might prevent the bubbles that I had on the previous one. So hers are nature. Here's a leaf. Here are other leaves down here. So I thought, okay, maybe an Indian would be good. Woman of color. And here is her picture. And I'm probably going to keep it in these sepia tones just for fun. I had a stencil here in white of, it was kind of a flower bouquet of something I had made. And surprisingly, it fit right here where her silver belt buckle is. Come on now, why do you want to be so difficult? Teaching y'all how I work. The other thing was that I did not get a video of my painted lady because I like to work with my music on, and I had to turn off Grateful Dead to play with you guys. Anyway, look where the little white flower thingies ended up, right where her Navajo squash blossom belt is. So I thought that was cool. So then I'm on a roll. So strike while the iron is hot. These are some of Rachel Juanita Bellamy, Clark, I'm sorry. And I had accidentally printed them on plain paper, two-sided. So I got them wet and knew that they would bleed, which they did beautifully. So I'm trying to decide, wait a minute, there's another one. Here's the third one. Don't those look nice? The combination of the coffee and the ink bleeding is just perfection. So that's going to be a challenge. This page right here. And what did I find? I thought I found something to put on her, but I don't see it. I was a busy little bee yesterday. Okay, we'll try it. Oh, this is what I thought about, or something similar. So like her, let me fold it. I'm not sure I like that it, and this fold. I mean, I'm just getting rid of the background on this. And then something on this burlap with one of these, because they blend with this. This one's probably maybe the best. So anyway, that's what I was kind of playing around with for that one. And then I don't remember what I was printing this one for, but I got a Japanese girl for ready. So yesterday was kind of a prep day, because I rarely ever start one of these without a plan of some sort. Sometimes I do. Where are you? I have to get her tilted just a little bit so that I can see what I'm doing. Not that it helps. There it is. This poor little brush. So all I did yesterday was I got all this settled and got her blocked in. She looks awful there, but she's serious, but she'll come together. The other thing I just started, let me see where y'all are on here. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've been called down by YouTube because I forgot to turn my radio off. But I've got an iPod. I mean, I'm old school. An iPod right here beside me sitting on a speaker. And it's got all the music that I've loved forever. And I love listening to them because it kind of reminds me of where I was at that time. You know, mostly back in the 80s, some 70s. And they're just all jumbled. So I may go from an Andrea Bocelli, who I love, to a Alicia Keys, to, you know, it just jumps around. And I may have a song and I may have an album. But that process, and it's sitting right here 2 feet from my ear. So if I'm doing something kind of mindless, the music kind of entertains me. If I'm doing something like this, it takes my mind off what I'm doing here. And when I come out of my Zen zone, it's like, wow, where did that come from? So when I say it's magic, it's magic. So music helps me. Now, if I am working on an oil that, if it's one of the real slow processes, I'll have music in my ear because it distracts me more in my ear than it does just hearing it, because we've got so much noise going on all the time. So that's my secret. And the other secret is books on tape or audio files, something like that. What it does is it shuts down your critical brain that's going, why did you do that? You know that color's not right. That brush stroke sucks. You know, it shuts that down and keeps that side entertained with whatever music or whatever works. And then your right brain can fall back on the muscle memory that you get by continuously practicing brush strokes, color mixing, blah, blah, blah. So you've learned all that. So when your left brain is busy, your right brain can just kind of be automatic. And that's what I strive for. I don't always get there. So Robyn did a book in the Patreon, and she saw it was somebody on Instagram, and she gave credit for. And they're just odd pieces, and the book is bound with masking tape, so you can't see it. So when all this is put together, you can't see it. So these are god-awful jelly prints. That one's not bad. I need to take a picture of that one. This one's not bad. This is a wax print. This, I guess it was some kind of magazine paper. Probably need to trim that. But I keep mine in one of Shannon Green's custom keepers. And it's all put in here with elastic. Well, when I picked this up, all of this section was glued together. I had spilled coffee at one time. So I thought, well, maybe that'll be a common denominator. So I decided that I would just leave these edges the way that I tore them apart. This is a pretty one. But you know what the strange thing is? Here's a good one. So this has got 2 or 3 different pieces of paper glued onto it. The strange thing is, even my ugly ones, I don't want to waste. This one was odd, so I just folded it. This goes back to my very first jelly printing sessions. So I guess I could copy it. Here's another one of those ink jets I wanted to show you. This was a portrait of a, I think it was Robert Henry artist photo, and when it got wet, it just did that, which is beautiful. This is a loud piece of a drop cloth. It too was in the grunge pile. Just nothing really. I did some silk screens once, and this one's really grungy. That's all stuck on there. Another one, magazine paper that got stuck. Here's another one. So I think it kind of adds a common denominator. I also had some mold in it, and then that will end up being the cover. But if I want to make more prints, I got to get rid of some prints. So that's my story. Little book. All right. I'm procrastinating here. Okay. Let's see if we can make her look a little happier. And the secret to that, now I have secrets. If I'm in the mood to draw, I draw. When I'm not in the mood to draw, I use tricks. If I can find something. I just take this in AliExpress. Ooh, well, now that's apropos. Huh. I save these bags. Don't tell anybody. This is a secret. You know I'm joking. So this is how my muse works. Working with an Indian, and I pick up something with feathers. I think that's pretty cool. That's the way my muse works. Okay. A piece of plastic. And lately I've been using my glue pencil. My wax pencil. This is what's in a China marker. And this is the Sargent Art Twist Up Crayon. And it fits this wax thing perfectly, except it's a little bit, the thing is a little bit longer. So eventually I can just twist it up and keep on using it. But I like that better than having to deal with this paper stuff. So to get that, Sargent, I don't think you're going to be up there. Sargent Art Twist Up Crayon. So I use that. See if I can get this tag off. May not. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this. Now I have tried everything for this. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. For this process, I've got thin, like 1/8 inch pieces of lucite that work, but it's not as good because if you're working on something that you have to get right, like one of my commissions, it pulls you enough away from the painting to not give you a true picture of where you're going. So now I make an effort to line this up with something on this page. So since I've already started it, I'm going to line it up with the top edge of that paper and then make a mark for her hair. So pull it back over here. I better do something more than that. If I had not started it already. And let's do nose, eye, the mouth. And scooch it over a little bit. And I'm off. My mouth is off. And that doesn't matter anymore. So you can just rub it off. And there is no crime in doing this. I've known portrait artists who charge $10,000, $20,000 for portraits do this, or some facsimile thereof. Well, like I said, if I'm in the mood to paint or to draw, I don't do this so much, or I do it late in the game just to see how well I did. I've used Sharpies, but they're kind of a bitch to get off. Oops, you shifted just a hair. Oh, no, you didn't. That was your old one. Mouth. Chin. Got that. Okay. Now you have to be careful because this will rub off pretty easy. So then what I do is come back over here and line it up with where I lined it up with the top of the paper to see where I am with it. Look. And this will fix. And then what I do is I find where it's off the biggest, or where it's closest, let me put it that way, which would be about right there. I've got the eyes really close, I've got the nose close, the mouth close, and it's out here on the chin. And I knew that yesterday, and out there, I knew that yesterday. So let's see, that straight line is her neck and hair. Now don't breathe, and I'm going to take this on. It's hard enough to draw or to paint a picture, a portrait of a face. I need help. One-handed masking tape. Might as well just, okay, nose, eyes. That was here. Now it's here. That's an arbitrary thing, but you just got to be able to come back to it. The reason I do the grease pencils because it's easy to get off, to reuse it. So that's what I do to check and see where I screwed up. Hi, Rachel. Look what I've got on my... Hello. Look whose paper I'm using. I want y'all to notice that Kory with Art Archaeology is in the house. And this is her paper I'm using. We're both in Robyn's jelly team. There, now were they flat. And I'm doing a Navajo lady painted on your paper in my junk book, my journal from Dina Wakely. Looking. Is Rachel here too? I don't see Rachel. Okay, Rachel, if you're in here, hi. So this just tells me it's off. It's really off minor in minor places, like her chin and a hair over here. The biggest off is right here. Other than that, I'm really right on, but I digress. Get this up here. Get this down here. Let me get the picture up on my pooter. Now, when I open it up in my iPad, I measure. This is printed the same size as what I'm going to paint it. I can enlarge, I can measure and go, okay, well, the nose on the original is there. I want the nose over here to be there. So you do it all. Okay, well, how many noses is an eye? Okay, well, if this one over here is here, then I need my eye to be that big. I can do that. That's an awful lot of work when we've got tools. So I print the same size I'm going to paint. And when I pull it up on my iPad, I get it the same size as what I'm going to paint. Saves a lot of grief. And I'm not there. I'm not out for any awards on doing it the hard way. So here we go. Casein. I need to get out another palette here one of these days. Do something else. Water. Ian, I've been real pleased with the workability of the casein in this Magello palette. It's easily workable. And now let's see how good my matte medium trick was yesterday. It should protect that paper enough for me to take out this dark. And it takes the casein several weeks to a month to really cure up where it's permanent. very, very thin application of matte medium on the back of the print, and then a very, very thin one on the front. No texture at all. And right now I'm seeing what I have to get rid of. And the other thing I have to get rid of is this dark, or at least soften it to the point that you don't notice it. I got a bubble right there. And if it was really, if I really wanted to disappear this dark, I could come back and match the colors Kory has here and paint it on. But I'm betting it won't look that bad. Okay, step 1. Now I need a dark back in here with this hair. There. You're going to have to get up and get some paint on you. Here's another trick. Take and fold your drawing. Okay, there's the eyes. That is very good. Okay, you got to line up the eyes. And that's it. Okay, just bear with me, guys. You're seeing this in action. You can come back and check. Okay, I did do the hair and the face. So her hair is up here. Her hair is right in here. It's hard to believe that I enjoy this. Okay, so there's the hair. All right, the nose. Let me get a smaller brush. Just double check everything. That one is right on target because we're painting the shadow on the side of the nose, and the nose is light. So this is correct. Get some more dark in my palette. The main thing I was off was on that forehead. I'm painting on the damn plastic. Okay, that's correct. The nose holes I didn't put in, but I can tell by looking that they're correct. Her face is a little bit wider right here. Her chin comes down here. close. Damn. And I did that freehand. I mean, you know, the way I do. We're not painting for drawing here. We are painting for painting. Now then, if your drawing is correct and it doesn't look good, it's because your values are wrong, the darkness and lightness, or your temperature. Before I go on any further, let's get the rest of that head up there where it's supposed to be. Okay. Now the part, I want to do that. Let's see, it's straight above her nose. The skin and the part is skin color. It's not white. So there's that. Now, any questions? Thank you. That's now I've told y'all this before. I do not paint hair. I paint shapes. And so this right here is dark. This right here. And then we've got some pieces of darks in here. And we've got really dark up here at the top where it's curving away from the sun, away from the light. And we're curving away from the light on that part too. So that's why I wanted to get that in. And then this starts back up dark as it goes away from the light because it's curving this way. Yeah, as long as I've got a placeholder there. And then we've got some lights. I'm not going to do the hair at this point. I just want to get my major shapes in. All right, now let's work on the eye. That's something that can always start to make her look good. We have a shadow here. That's what I mean by shape. See that triangle shape right there? I'm not painting anything but that shape and trying to match the value. And then I come up in here because that's a little strong, but we'll be able to fix that. Now I need a good rich dark. And I mix this Viridian green, the rose, and ultramarine to get a good dark. And then we have the other eye over here. While I've got some dark, I'm just going to reinforce this. And there's not much right there, so we'll do that. And the mouth is, man, it's just right on target. So that's another reason to do this, is so you can pat yourself on the back. I don't paint the lower lip, I paint the shape that's under it. And the shadow shape under the nose. Okay. I'm basically using raw sienna and ultramarine blue here. So this line comes down. The shadow line, and we've got a and I am of a belief that Indians have, and I would say Navajo because of the belt. And soaked up all my extra water. I don't like a water bucket for this medium because it gives you get your brush too wet. Anyway, what I started to say, I think sadness is I'm not thinking and drawing and painting at the same time. I see sadness as part of their culture almost, you know what I mean? Okay, now I can take a look at the width of the mouth, and it does come out a little bit. And that is not quite that. Yeah, see, when I looked at that, I thought it was too wide. Yeah, too wide here, when in actuality, it was the mouth that was out. So it's about like that, so I'm good. There are two lights shining on her. She's picking up the sunlight from here, and there's a reflected light over here. You can see the lights around that. Not much, but a little. And if I warm up a little bit of gold with this light. And we've got light catching here. The cheek is darker than this nose part. So this will be the darkest part right in here. All values. There you go, you got that. Yeah. A little more shadow. The shadow nose, maybe not quite that much. And this is pretty much there. You've got a lightish spot over that brow bone. Lighter than the rest of it. Alrighty, now let's get, this is coming more like that. Like that far down. So this is shadow, so right up there. Rises right over that cheekbone and comes in like that. And you can't see her eyeballs at all. Ready? Now dark on. Balls, ball, ball, big ball, and the little ball you can't see. Sun's coming from here, so that edge of it is going to be light. And this edge of this ball is going to be light. Like so. This is part of the fundamentals of art that I teach in my class. I can't give you the hours that it takes to practice that stuff once you get it, but I can teach you what it is. It took me 10 years to figure out what the fundamentals of art were. And once I figured it out, I couldn't figure out why it was so hard. And I think it's because artists forget what it was like when they didn't know. Now I'm going to ease in some little colors here and there. This is a lightish purple. And then we've got that over here. I'm not sure I like that. It's so cool. The other thing that I'm kind of beginning to get is some glazing. I had a comment the other day that these drawings that I've been doing are luminous. So that's coming straight on down. Down, down, down. The only way you're going to get luminous is by check the angle. Her ear is way up here. Not gonna mess with that right now. Maybe not ever. Maybe not ever. Okay. The upper lip is almost always in shadow. Then there's a little cast shadow from the upper lip onto the lower lip, depending on, again, where the sun's coming from. The bottom of the lower lip is darker than the shadow. Not quite. And then we've got some of that golden color right here. And then now we need some dark. Need to get some more white out. That's the way, Look how pretty that skin is. All right, I better take a break to see what y'all are talking about. Bye, Kory. I can't wait to see what you do. Yeah, you need to be sure and share that. Ooh, that's pretty. A bit more yellow. Nope, that's not doing much. And easy, Ian, to mix up more paint from powder. This yellow ochre. Still picking up too much purple. There. Purple didn't do it. It added to the melancholy, I think. This is purplish here too. But glazing terms, that may be just what needs to be under there. Egg tempera is next on my list of new mediums. Maybe just a little bit of yellow. And the way I'm painting this is I started with the large shape with a darker color and then just kept making ever smaller circles with lighter colors. And that's going to give me a beautiful blend right there. I'm using a kind of a mixture of cad red, gold ochre, or yellow ochre, either one. Ooh. Trucking right along on that nose and got her too big. And that would be the cheek. Still bring that in a little bit. Minor little changes. This is beginning to look really nice here. Okay, I gotta get more white. Wish all the colors were as pliable as the white. It's more like sour cream texture. Nice play of shadows. Ooh, yeah. Come to Mama to borrow one of Patti Tolley Parrish's little sayings. It's a little bit further out here. That's a little bit too dark right here. Now we'll come back to that and see what it does. I just put light glaze over the top of that. Okay, now we've got that same. Ooh. No, 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 no. Put some clear water up here. See how this color soaks in? hard edge because that's a cast shadow. It's another cast shadow. Got some interesting stuff going on here. Don't want any lumpies. All right, let me check and see what y'all are doing. I'm not for casing. I'm using that casing emulsion. It separates easy, so I'm keeping it turned upside down. This eyeball. Doing a little more glazing on these dark faces. Because I'm not really used to it. Dark faces, dark skin. Gosh, it's going to be so easy someday when I pick up and paint on a real surface other than this. It's absorbing everything I do. All right. Dang it, I've painted this 14 times. Warming this up just a little. And see, we've lost that again. I think her face is just about, ooh, boy, I got a lot that time. Subtle, not like that. It's getting a little warm here today. Randy went fishing. I'm pleased with her skin tones, but that'll be good to come back to another day. Let's do something else. Let me spray that. Ian, have you got a picture good? I ordered, I told y'all I had the Sterilite latch. It's different than the clip. And Walmart had that set of 4 for, I think it was less than $10, maybe 12, 13. And they ran out. It made me mad. Let's see how we're doing here. See, just pull it back in. Still got that chin coming down further, but all right, we did good. Picture. All right, she'll need some blending, but that's good for now. So let's put this one up and get this one out. And we got another page. Put that away. And I'm going to use this plastic palette knife. Back when I started painting, I had no idea what I might need. So I would just order odds and ends. And this gold acrylic is one of them. It's got to be at least 12 years old. But it's Winsor Newton. It's the student. Oh, Infinity, I'm not sure. Anyway. I sprayed the paper first. I need to use, and I bought it. God, don't ask me why. I didn't know what I was doing. Ooh. Pay attention to what you're doing here, loosey-goosey. A dark red for some reason. Anyway, after tons of research, I ended up ordering. They didn't have any more anywhere of the 4-box kit. So I ordered a set of 6 individual in the sizes that were in that kit. They ended up being $11 a piece. So I'll be doing some stuff to reorganize in here a little bit. I want my bins right here where I can touch them. Not because I like touching my bins, but so that I got the things that I use all the time within arm's reach. Okay, now we'll let that dry. I did store these upside down, so there is that. Okay, phone, YouTube. It won't, I don't think it will compare, Ian, to the egg tempera because they're just so vastly different in technique. And egg tempera dries almost immediately, so you use real tiny brushes. And let's see what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? If I have an issue here, wait a minute. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to stand up and see what I've got over here in this pile. Let's do this. This is a printable. And it is mine. And it's perfect with the gold. So there you have it. Wasn't even planning for that. Kory's Archaeologist project for this month was awesome. She took, let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to tear these out just a little bit more organic. She took scrap wood, like 3/4 inch plywood or something, and they were like 3 inches long, or 3 inches wide, and they were, one was 12 inches and one was long, and one might have been 16 and maybe a 10. So they were 3 different lengths. And my God, the collage that she put on those was insane. If you've got extra where are you? I spy with my little eye. This little baby. I'm going to wet that. See if I get a better. Yeah. Yeah. Yipper yipper. That worked pretty good. This is I've had it forever, so all right, let's do that again. Voila. I'm going to tear that to match the other side. And tear this one, because when you're tearing with the grain of the paper, you can get a little better. Okay. Man, that just peels off. Cool. Thank you for sticking around in my studio. Okay, now where's that brown? There it is. Perfect. Look. All right. So are y'all staying in, or are you going to venture out? Our governor here in Arkansas never shut down the state formally, but they did shut down beauty salons, hair salons, spas, nails. But the funny thing is, people have been staying in pretty, I mean, you know, Randy gets out and goes fishing, gets out and goes to the grocery store, but it's been kind of like we were locked down, but we weren't. schools have been out for a month. I've been in, I think, 5 weeks. But that's not a problem for me because of this. And I've gotten myself back up to 3 to 4 hours a day. I think I said this the other day. I did not buy re-inkers for these. Which ordinarily, if y'all know me like you should, is enough to make me not use them because I don't want to run out. It's insane. But maybe. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Now let's find... Gosh, I hadn't been over in this little bucket for a while. Yeah, this will be all right. Martha Stewart. How are you going to do that? This brings a printed piece of printable to life because it's almost like it's the original when you just got little just one more little squirt. Just a little something something. It makes it look authentic when you and I both know it's not. And I'm not quite in the frame, am I? Okay, is everybody with me? Ooh, wow, that'll be fun to have a new puppy. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Kind of nice, kind of nice. All right, I'm going to put those down because that's my first step, and then we'll decide what we're going to put on them. I ordered some new pins for my art glitter glue bottle, the one with that little metal tip. I thought Randy could just go into Walmart and find quilting needles that were stainless steel. No. He said, now this is the Walmart across the street from General Office Walmart, Bentonville. Walmart number 2. Number 1 is in Rogers. Oh, that's pretty. He said the sewing machine aisles and the craft aisles were so picked over that there would be like one little package of sewing pins. And then all of it would be empty. And in the craft aisle, the paint, he said, was better, but you could still tell they'd been picked over. And that store never has inventory problems. Because, of course, that's where all the other stores look to for how it's supposed to be done. And that's where lots of out-of-towners come, so got to make it look good. Anyway, they were out. So then I went online and I spent hours searching for stainless steel needles or quilting needles. And most of them are nickel-plated. Ooh, that's pretty. So those are going to rust, which is what I've got in here now, and it's rusting. So anyway, I went on their website, and they sell the tip and some pins for like $3 or $4. Shipping was more than anything. But I think I got 20 pins. So I'm thinking something of Miss Archaeology. I don't need that. One, two, three. Okay, I had 3. That would be nice. I don't want any blue today. Let's wait on those. Okay, while I'm gelling, I'll turn the edges off. Okay, what do we see in here? I'm seeing a long strip, so let's just cut a long strip. Long strip. Oh yeah. And Rachel did for her project. I don't do projects. I just pretty much just use the papers in what I do. They're project based, more or less. Nice, nice, nice. I'm going to tear this one off. It's so much fun to use each other's printables. I've got another set up, by the way. Because it gives you different stuff to play with, and you don't have to buy 49 pads of scrapbook paper to get a couple that you like. And these are stored in your computer, so storage is easy. I'm looking through Robyn's. Ooh, that's a nice pop. There she blows. I need to go on the search for some more onion skin. I love the way prints look on it, because when they get glued, I got a piece of paper stuck to my lip. They almost become translucent. But I'm not going to pay $20 for 50 sheets. That's what some of them have gotten over on Etsy. Or 10 sheets, you know. That wouldn't last a good jelly printing session. No. And I think we'll use one of our little stamp things. And get rid of this edge. Close enough for who it's for. I don't know how many I'm wanting to use, so let's see. Two, three, four. Fee, fi, fo. That's perfect. Now then, I'm going to put these down in place. And I'm going to let this side be even and this side be erratic. I don't know about that little tip, so. And I could have inked the sides of this, and I thought about it, and then I didn't think about it. Pretty good for not measuring. Oh, that's neat. I went through these yesterday and kind of cleaned and sorted. We've already got text. May not be anything that jumps. That I've been saving that. This right here. No point in saving it. because I've got ink and I've got the original. All right. I think let's see. I think that finishes it off. Sounds good to me. Kind of make it look like a do, 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 do. And I tore the corner, so it doesn't really matter. Does it? Yeah, I like that. I could do that. Nah, it's okay torn. I don't want to cover those up, so I'll bring it in just a little. Wonder, I may need to, I bet I will. Talking to myself, use this. We'll pull some paper up. Oh well. Not here. That's okay. No problemo. Now then. Let's see what we got. And when I get my new little tubs, then I'll take these out so it'll be easier to find stuff. And these things just get in my way. Maybe. Kind of know it when you see it. These things sure do come in handy. Get those out of the way. Get these big things out of the way. Not that. Pop of turquoise is kind of nice. Or aqua. Or we could stay monochromatic and go with this one. I kind of like that. So there. And then we can add a stamp. Okay. Right there, I like that. God, that's handy to have those. Don't overthink it. Ta-da! Whoops, stuck myself with the pin. The rusted pin. Okay, there we go. I like. Now take pictures. Where's the phone? I did find a ream of it though, Gail, a couple months ago when I was looking. It's got a print. It's from an attorney's office, but that's no big deal. I guess nobody else wanted it. Bye, Gail. I did. Thank you, Joyce. There's just a little bit of blue right there. Let me put this up. 10 till 6. I'm going to whip out these other two real quick. These other two journals. You didn't take the picture. Could always do this after y'all are gone. But if you take pictures in your books, make sure that you're not getting the shadow from your hand. And I could trim that off. There. Hello, lovely book. He's still with me. Okay, y'all are diehards. I guess this is just a piece of little thing from Robyn. I'll use one of these. I'm in a brown mood today, huh? I did not. So let's use a little bit of this. No, I don't need the edges. But I will save them because they got some good stuff on it. This is another printable. You can find them at actually.com. I'm just going to go ahead and take them all off. And I've got some more ready to put on there. I think I can trim that a little bit better on the bottom. There we go. Now then, what do we got? What do we got? We've got some of this. We got I don't want to go through that. Let's just go through. Go here. Okay. An idea is forming, so let's go ahead and get this down. Now, I didn't put any glue under that, but if it were to start popping up, I can always do that. If anybody ever goes through these things again. I think my blue bucket just disappeared on me. Oh, there it is. You can quit looking for it. I found it. You know what? I'm just going to leave that because that's my thing. Okay, so there's that one. And the little one. using scraps from the bigger book and the little book. Mm-hmm. This one's going to be simple. There you go. Got that nice and good. Ta-da! We did it! Picture. Picture, picture. Plain and simple. Okay. I'd be done. Are y'all done? All right, guys. Simple and cute. Simple and cute. And nice big page. Lid on this. I got the pin in that. that away, that away, throw these away. Well, there's another. Oh, that's a bent one. This is a straight one. Put them in the bucket. See, I'm cleaning up. Nice job. Thanks for sticking with me today, guys. Y'all do realize that you're the reason that I get so much painting done. All right. Ian, send me your drawing again. I enjoyed seeing it. Okay, I'm going to the other room. Set that up so in case they take a picture of it. Okay, I'm gone. I love you guys. And I will see you Thursday.